It seems the voting is finished. Now then, let's see the result. All the chosen as a blackened. Will you make the right choice, or the dreadfully wrong one?
The hell you saying?
Wait a second, what result? Voting time hasn't happened yet. Yes, it has. Don't you remember, Monosuke?
No, it hasn't. You're the one who doesn't remember, Monotaro.
Ah man, you're right. Silly me. Silly me, I'm so forgetful. Wow, I didn't expect you all to get so worked up over such a small lie. You kids are pretty gullible, huh?
Now then.
Well, anyway, let's just skip this trial and jump ahead to chapter 3.
The hell you saying?
Wait a second, I don't know the culprit yet. Yeah, who killed Rantaro? That was chapter
1's case. How can you be so forgetful? Get it, freaking clowns. Anyway, session. It's ended.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
What's your truth? What you read it?
Square one? If Square won, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Wow! What does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument, like this one.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
Oh, look who's talking.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
More one to talk.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct? Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video? Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Told him what Maki had his motive video. It would have to be someone who knew who had each pad. No. Wait.
It's you! That would be Kokichi.
Cubs pads. Gotta catch them all. I even got the pads belonging to the people who aren't here. Now everyone can watch their motive video.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
I was thinking someone else might do something to her in her sleep bed, but
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No, this is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Is it a lie or the truth? This is the turning point. This will change the fact of this case. And I said I would believe in Kaito, and that means believing in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need us all on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaito did. It's lying time! Okay.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
Okay, so listen once, I can say the two of them met now. That's too obvious a lie. The two of them met now. If I can convince them that Maki being alone was a lie.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Okay, not now.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Not there.
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did
Alright.
anyone see those two together?
No.
Surely they would have come forward already.
No.
No one can prove that the...
I'll reveal the
Is that
truth.
it? That was some eyes.
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
Oh? Please explain.
Well, Kaito and I trained together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one.
He is much better at lying than Kaede.
But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him. And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked. We are still part of a killing game after all.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool. Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes.
Yes, he has.
If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep. Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long.
So you can't actually tell a lie. You.
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
When did Ryoma's body get placed in the piranha tank? Maki was with Ryoma around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And if it couldn't have been the morning after, that leaves...
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
So that mistake I committed a little bit before, when I said before nighttime, when I was agreeing with Kokichi. That was actually wrong, and I was right to begin with. So fuck you, game.
Dick cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
Nope.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress. What a terrible title for a guard.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
I don't even
But
play
we didn't
baseball.
enter the gym.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone. Going to sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments.
Oh yeah, what's up, Monokuba?
What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds! Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
Seems like our opinions are split on this matter. But if we focus on the evidence, the fact will become clear. But all I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. Also, I kinda want to hang out with Mikey now. So is this kind of thing gonna happen every time? Like Monokuba is gonna be like, oh, you're so split, blah blah blah, let's make this pain. Let's keep this. It's the same animation as the last time. Yep. Anyway, so far, I have no idea who did it. But accusing Kokichi once, definitely was suspicious. Still.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Yeah, hold up, what exactly
Is it
testimony?
not possible you simply missed the culprit?
You know, let's listen to it first.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Poe itself is not
But
off
should we
limits.
trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Okay. Tsumuki is the only one talking about the announcement. Should focus on the simple statements first and argue accordingly.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
That
I was in the gym with the others before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
You
Himiko!
were right
There
in
you go.
front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito!
There you go.
Probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from...
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
But pool next to gym also off.
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
So yeah, you just gotta say whatever they say. Instead of actually trying to counter their argument, you just say the same thing they do. Which button? I don't know which button it is. I can just press every button there is. Okay. Let's triangle. Ah, jeez.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window is higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. The curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window, the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryomo was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Damn, I thought that's all we do.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym! You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
No, I don't think that method is possible because I don't think have been used in that scene. I can prove it. The ladder can be moved. Some time to move it. But it doesn't reach the window. Is that it? I think there was enough time to move the ladder. Okay, that's a ladder at 10 point during nighttime. I think culprit had enough time, but you can't access the gym at nighttime.
Oh
Is that it?
That's it! The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage. Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy. Then Gonta used his hard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible!
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window?
With a rope.
Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow them all away with the truth.
Yep, exactly.
I actually don't know that yet.
Of course I know. Yeah, you tell them. Jesus.
What? The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
With a rope.
Seriously?
Serves you right! You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty! Kids just need to shut up and take their licks!
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi!
I know. I have to do something, but...
I know what to do. I haven't figured it out yet. Damn it, am I really not good enough? Am I? Am I not good as a detective? I can't do this, I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
In the pool.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet?
That's strange. Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
Oh no! I would have never realized that. It's important to remember, it's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Minikawa under the bridge?
Is this a reference to... Okay, never mind. We can determine where this all started, we can determine how it ended. Yes, it's much too soon to quit. The trial has only just begun.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
His face was so shocked.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when we got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilet? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool. Even if you use magic, there's no other way!
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you noisy Sal.
Sal!
Wait, I can agree with her being a sound. Jesus. Oh yes, drowning in the toilet. That's that's a horrible death if I ever heard one. Cause of death is a certainty. Ryoma drowned in water. However, I don't think it was possible to drown him in the pool.
First, let's establish the
Why
crime
not?
scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room?
Oh,
Ryoma was relaxing in his
yeah.
room when we got
Oops.
attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning.
Yes, it was.
There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
Moving on. Here we
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowned in toilet? Impossible!
We should
Hey,
consider
you know
places
what?
where
No,
water
I wanna agree with Cell. Yeah. Yada 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 yada. What? Damn it. Okay, let's not messing around. Let's get back to the debate. No, I didn't make a mistake. I just agreed with him. She's a Sal.
Wasn't it the dorm room?
Oh god.
There's nothing in his room that can collect enough water. Toilet does.
Alright.
We should consider places where water is stored.
Where'd you place that?
That's wrong! The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime. No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
What the fuck are you on about?
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
Where was Ryoma killed? I know there's some kind of clue. Okay, let's hold. Let's just check. On the bottom. Okay, elevate for yesterday. Tank, entomologist lab, blah blah blah. And it's not taking school. Wait, yeah.
This is it! The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by... This is it!
This is it.
The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Well, yeah. Sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank. I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shikuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed. Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
What the hell is she talking about?
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab, right? That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
Alright, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
But how did the culprit carry his body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
The window.
Was there a shortcut?
A shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym that the culprit used. Oh, come on. You could have at least made the cursor point somewhere over here. It's just like right there.
There! The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, we have to figure out how get from the 3rd floor to the gym. I don't know. Alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. And you have to deduce how things are connected. It's like... last time it was like a runner with you can go right and then the world will shift and... yeah, whatever. Now it's actually a racing game. When you have to deduce how things are connected, Psych Taxi will start up. The objective of this mode is to gather the letter cubes lying around to form the question. Use the A button to accelerate, use the whatever stick to move left and right. By picking up the letter cubes floating around, you can complete the question. Once you've completed the question, you head toward the spot has the correct answer. If it's the right answer, we'll get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit those, you will take focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, you will use the whatever that is to concentrate, stay calm, and avoid them. Just drive safely, enjoy the ride. Please be spotted at your earliest convenience. Okay, that's a new one, so let's see how it goes. Do I need to press something? Ah, there we go. Okay. Let's circle again. Please. Damn, it's really freaking slow to turn. What? Okay, so I guess I just get a hit over the cubes. First I thought maybe, yeah, I just need to hit only the right ones, but seems like that's not the case. The boar. The body was built from... John, right, you. Oh, this is the thing I think I picked him up. Thinking time. Can we control it now? Left window, left door. Hold up. Did they just run someone over? Oh god. Left window, the body was brought from there. Left door. Door? When do I actually select the... Got it? Yeah, okay, I think that was it. Did I just get it slowed down somehow? Yeah, what's the button to slow down? None of them work. No. I just guess I ride on the really slow speed. Get in the freaking car! What is the left one? How would I select them? I didn't get it. Am I seriously supposed to just run people over? Yep. I guess I was doing it right. I was supposed to run people over. Yep. That's the thing. I think I prefer the runner in the second game. To me. Oh wait, I ran her over and now she's in the car? Yeah, I don't think you know how to pick up hitchhikers. Okay. The one so that's right. Is that Angie? I think it is. The body was brought to the gym from where? To the gym from where? From the window? Okay, God, this car really handles like shit. Okay. Oh, I'm done. Good. Alright, so what happens now? Back to the purple stuff again. Yep. So, gym door, gym window, gym window. Oh. Yep. Get run over in the car. This is ridiculous. Okay, so that's right. Oh, that's right. Okay. So what was it about the different cars? I haven't seen any yet. Maybe I just have... Ah, there one. What's up, mate? Is it no one? Yeah, it's just a... Oh wait, no, it is. Okay, here's the car. How it was... I need more letters, I can do this. Right, how was it moved to the window? Okay, so... Passing rope. Again. Oh shit, you can get them in minigames as well? Oh no. That's unfair. How was it moved from the classroom to the window to the gym window? No. From window to window, near the pool. But you saw some kind of crap in the pool. So it's gotta be pool, right? And then they tried to fish it out, that's why there was stuff in the pool. No, he's not. Yeah, I like the fact that they can fuck out as much as I want and I didn't really get punished much for it. From the lab window, the body was brought to the gym from the gym window. How was it moved? From the classroom window to the gym window. From window to window. But that was very random crap in the pool.
Got it! Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect to windows. I believe it was found near the body. Oh, I wonder what it could be. It's not like I mentioned it like 5 times before.
There! The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Actua can reveal. What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Actua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows...
According to the sign of the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the
I
distance
freaking
from
knew it
the
would come
edges
up.
of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one though.
And another one.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
No, I'm sure there was another rope. Or at least something that could be used as a rope. window frame, tank trick, black piece of fabric. Piece of fabric. The thing to be used is rope. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure, like, what is that piece of fabric? It looks like his clothes, right? Just not sure what that is all about.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so... First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow! That's amazing, Gonta! You're so knowledgeable!
It's nothing. Gonta use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it! Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
You get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Tarzan? But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Not just a rope.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You're definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully. Meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. Problem is, how did they get near it? All that we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow the culprit used that to move the body and were close to the windows themselves. To make it work, they had to have used something else. But what would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial.
You didn't do much, man.
It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this. I'll solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with ropes to move the body between two windows. Think, come on, think! Oh, not this shit again. How many letters? 6, 7? Okay. R-O-E-P rope. It's more rope. Okay, so O. Rope. Rope. Oh, it's a new one. Rope. So what next? Give me more letters. Yeah, this game was already frustrating before, now it's even worse. Rope. What did the culprit fashion? There's probably a word I don't remember right now. That? No. Yeah, if I could just see all the letters again. Like, I'm not sure what word it is. No. Why? No. Yes. Rub? No. Ropeway? I don't know what that is.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
No, it definitely was. The culprit used it to move body on the rope. In scenes where you have to deduce an image, mind will begin. Oh my god, am I gonna have to play the freaking Minesweeper now? This mode, the objective is to dig up the answer. The beginning of the answer will be completely covered in pieces. Use whatever to move the cursor and erase the pieces with whatever button. Pieces will be erased when two or more of the same color connect. The adjacent pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. If you do it right, you can remove all the pieces from an object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent pieces will change. When all the pieces on top of the object are gone, you can select the object as an answer. I'm gonna think the mouse is better for this. If you select the wrong object, the electrons gauge will take damage. If there's just one piece left, you can press the button repeatedly to break it. But it will incur time penalties, so don't just button mash. Might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. Yes, it does sound complicated. Thank you for understanding.
It's the inner tube! The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool!
I was supposed to press square. That's all it was. I don't even need to clear the whole thing. I only need to clear a part of it. I spent too long on this.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool, with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported two people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway, and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable, and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, It certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Pops?
Uh-oh! Daddy's mad at you now!
Yeah?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Monodam's right!
Monosuke, you better thank Monodam. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? Some crazy-ass shit! But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see! The rope was thrown from the window! That's why we found it there!
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
The reason the culprit left it in the pool is obvious. They don't like water. Yes. Ah, jeez.
That's it!
They just don't like water.
Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It's different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Huh? What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up. Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close, we're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Yeah, I'm lost too. Who could it be?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Yes, I have a good idea who the culprit is.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
But I don't. What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that, now is a list of suspects. Suspicious name. Alibi before the person who demanded mechanism.
I was wrong.
Don't staring at me, I was screwed up. I think I'm a fraud. Well, if I get it right, I think I can fuck up as much as I want. Doesn't make my anybody's bit of salt, but if you ask me if going to the gym is suspicious.
Damn it!
Kill me then?
It has to be you! There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
I'm lost again.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
So I guess it is.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
To force Kirumi to implicate himself, my logic has to be attacked. Kirumi was the only person who could have done it. No one else had the time.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I I believe most of us do not have one.
Yeah.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
I don't know.
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Maybe.
That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin, has a nice body.
I think I need to do that.
The crime was committed at nighttime. We do have no alibi, do we? And alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one. I have evidence that proves you're the culprit. Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
No. No. Set easy point. My skill is too open to interpretation to be evidence of anything in this debate.
Oh no!
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Okay, so I'm a little lost. Did I just hit the wrong thing? Yeah, I just hit the wrong thing. There we go.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion. While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
What is it further?
If it were solely the rope.
Oh, it's finally gonna come up.
I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time.
No, I was trying to slash enough and see what I could have made preparations in 5 minutes, but this is irrelevant. I should focus on more essential
I
things.
was wrong!
I was wrong!
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
The component can expect nothing less. That one break down.
If it were solely the
Oh, it's only one. So I got to slash that
I
one.
suppose 5 minutes.
That not right? Okay, I'm a little lost here.
We're solely the rope and partition.
I
suppose 5 minutes might be enough time.
What am I missing here? I used all 3 on there.
I was wrong!
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguide. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by...
Oh, so there is no one.
argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words!
Okay, but I accidentally succeeded. Yep.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, hey!
Yes.
Kirumi quiet, cause that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone!
For everyone?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where is this coming from? Her response seems genuine. What did she mean by everyone? She did this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to Atua?
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to!
Kirumi!
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
Yeah, I'm not sure about any of this.
Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
How rude.
Gota just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the rope weight was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift rope weight, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence to prove she's guilty. Well, you may be confident, but I'm not. Fabric. Is that finally it?
This is it!
I knew he's gonna come back.
Piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the rope weight, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how a black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. But I fucking knew it! That cloth was too suspicious! I'll make it all clear now. Okay, that rhyme thing.
Incorrect. What is this truth?
Oh wait, hold on.
That is just your empty deduction. You continue to
Okay, yeah,
confuse
that's
everyone.
definitely right.
You are incorrect. What is this truth?
I did hold
That
it.
is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty
I
deduction.
did hold it again. What the hell?
You continue to confuse everyone.
Okay, I didn't get this in.
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous
Okay, there we
truth,
go.
everyone might
That's
die.
faster.
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth,
Oh, faster.
everyone might die.
Oh wait, I have a special button for it, yeah.
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake.
Yeah.
Because of your self-righteous truth. I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it.
Right, there we go.
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any
There we go,
evidence.
those minigames.
You are only providing
Hey.
us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone.
So not good
Why
line
must
games,
you
you know.
interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You
The hell
do
is
not have
that?
any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation.
Yeah, trying to figure out what the hell that thing is.
Why must you interfere? I completely understand
Does
your
it
reasoning.
get in the way or something?
But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
Is this ever gonna end? Finally.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Okay, no. One
I
button.
completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it.
No.
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
Okay, so which button
What
is
does
it?
that piece of trash prove?
This it? No. Okay, so
I
cross.
completely understand your reasoning.
Then if you
But I
need
will
to figure out
never
which button that is. Oh god, those fucking controls. Okay,
What does that
key.
piece of trash prove?
Me. Key?
I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. What does that piece of trash prove?
Key. Oh shit, they change. Ah god. How am I supposed to remember anything?
But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. What does
Okay,
that piece of
key.
trash prove?
That? No, fuck! Fuck it, I'm writing it down. This piece of paper.
I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it.
That's my bro.
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. What does that piece of trash prove?
Key. No. So.
I completely
Okay, got two
understand
buttons
your
down.
reasoning.
Should've done this to begin with.
But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
Alright.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Wait, what?
I completely understand your reasoning.
Okay, I got it.
But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. What does that piece of trash
Okay.
prove?
It ends here!
Finally. Jesus Christ. Wait, why did she make it? What the hell was that all about?
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
It fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. You can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Hirumi,
God, you should have started with this. Holy shit, I was right on the money. They should have just focused on the piece of fabric and compared to it to everyone's pieces of fabric.
Will you allow us to compare the
Also,
black
Mio
fabric we
has
found in the
black
pool
gloves.
with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it, and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it yet.
I will show you the truth.
Oh, please, not another... Oh, thank God, it's this one. Yeah, this one I can actually handle. Was it kinda swaying before as well? Oh, okay. Okay, I have to do this. Alright, so... where was the body carried to? To the window. Okay, the options windows, rubber YouTube, picture and graph, have to beat some. Okay, let's find a simple one. Hitting the brakes was tougher than expected. Friction and graph, right? Okay. What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? Okay, there was that. Okay, the rope is ordinary tank. Represented, yeah. Okay, never mind. Next one. What was taken from the pool? Okay, now is the tube. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so before murder, what was put on the victim's wrists? I wonder. No, nothing here. Where is the gym? Where in the gym was the rope tied? Gym's window frame and rope. Alright, so the thin and long item the culprit took from the gym. Oh, what could it be? Okay, okay, the rope. Is that it? Wait. Use partition now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and put any swarm in the tank was... No. Put a tank lid. Okay, good. Evidence would made of metal with pyramidal lids. There we go. What else did I get? Hanging tube, yeah, that's what it was. Let's get it. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, almost done. And there we go.
This is the truth of the case.
Good.
The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym. And used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burning had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the bodies separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi. Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
Oh, we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodum, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
Nope. Yeah, I'm a little lost.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the blackened?
Nope, that happened. I guess I'm gonna watch this now. Also about monocaps, I'm curious if every time this one is gonna die. Yeah. Let's keep this.
Oh my!
Oh my, you all voted correctly. What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome. The blackened who killed Yamahashi is Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
Yay, bravo. I'm gonna do multiple voices at once. I don't have enough mouths. Oh, thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again.
You gotta be kidding me!
There's nothing good about this at all! Why? Why did it have to be Kirumi?
Yeah.
Truly, this result was unexpected.
Wait!
How can you be so calm about it?
No way.
But Gunto couldn't help it. Couldn't believe it. Kirby was so helpful for everyone. Same Kirby is also culprit.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us?
The truth is
that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone? You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom.
Damn it.
Hey, Kirby, tell me, why? You were always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone?
Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. We burn down the forests we call home. We pollute the rivers we drink from.
But you're robots.
I'll never forgive humans.
no way!
Is that really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice.
Shut up!
Shut up, shut up, shut up. Enough of your commentary already.
Say,
Well, Kirby, were your feelings towards you simply another falsehood?
How?
No, it can't be. Say it ain't so. That was just another lie, too.
no.
I don't think so. I still believe Kirby cares about us.
What?
How would you know? I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her. You can't say for certain, huh? Well, that is what a detective would say. Kirby, are you upset? Because of the people important to you? You mean like from the motive video? So Kirby watched hers after all? Earlier, Kirby mentioned that she had accepted the request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video.
What's wrong?
Huh, yeah, that could be the case. You have nothing to say for yourself.
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done. Regret?
Damn.
Spit it out already, otherwise we can't accept this outcome.
Please!
Just Kirby, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know Valves care about you too. So please.
Understood.
Yeah, I'm curious who could it be. Very well then. If you are also desperate to know,
I shall take that
I will consider
request.
this a final request and tell you everything.
Well, you know.
Noble lady, then. You better just tell us the truth, please and thank you.
Yes,
Yes, I understand.
that is correct.
Okay, yeah, I should boost the volume because I can't really hear them if we talk. Your reason was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you didn't watch your video. Does it mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Alright, fess up. Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was
What
you.
are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes?
May I?
That won't be necessary. I do not trade my motive video with anyone. Huh? If you didn't trade with anyone, how do you see your motive video?
Hey,
Perhaps Kirby received her own motive video. Huh? You mean she got her own motive video from the start?
Yes.
Correct. No one had my motive video but me, the video's intended recipient. I have no idea why.
What's going on?
That's not possible. Well, look at what the hell's going on?
Huh? You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. I always talk about videos being switched. What does it mean exactly?
Yeah, don't be dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos.
No.
No, I didn't.
Huh?
Oh!
Oh, I was not supposed to ask that? Did you keep screw up again, huh?
Not supposed to?
Dumbass!
It's all one of Fanny's fault. She passed them out without checking the names.
What? I didn't know. I thought I should have checked the names too.
Wait a minute. I don't even remember passing out any videos. It was my fault.
Yeah?
What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful.
No, madam. It's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too. It seems I misunderstood. I completely forgot that the plan all along was to distribute the videos.
Daddy.
Hey,
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting. Thank goodness. What the hell is this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid!
You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause you so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation.
I see. Amalgam's merely distributed motive videos at random. Receiving my own video was nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing. Why was it given to you?
Hey!
What was in your video?
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
I will tell you more. you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So,
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together?
That's right!
Yes, that would be much better. Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again. How far of you? Yet, I suppose it is better this way. Perhaps the truth will be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes.
After Kirby had spoken, the monocaps began playing the video. Yeah, I'm curious about that.
all right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to make this country great again and transferred all his authority to her. No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
Huh?
It can't be.
What?
What the hell, the Prime Minister?
Yes.
Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching the video.
Remembered?
Wait!
Hold on, the video is true.
That's ridiculous. There's no way Kirumi is a real Prime Minister.
I do not agree.
No, it's the truth. I'm Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most important people to me
This is my
are the
selfless
citizens
devotion.
of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past. But he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the shit out of me, cause this makes no sense and I gotta take it down.
Yeah, same here.
I see.
I see, so Kirby was the real Prime Minister, running the country behind the scenes.
How can you seriously believe that the high schooler could be Prime Minister?
You really don't.
I don't think it's odd that an ultimate level talent could be that powerful. And then Keyboy talent lets him pretend to be human even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude!
How rude. I am not pretending. I am still
I
learning.
see.
I see. Well, good luck, I guess.
Incredible.
I was aware of Kirby's impressive talents, but Prime Minister.
But
And Kirby really is Prime Minister. She holds burden of country's future.
Actually,
Motive videos aside, Kirumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that.
yoo-hoo!
Hey, I get that Kirumi is really important, but what was that unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember?
If our memory is lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate Hand?
That is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the Ultimate Hand.
Huh?
Ultimate Hand is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation. If that's true, how are they even connected? What is this Ultimate Hand anyway?
I do not know.
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I'm here, inside the End Wall.
It was End Wall.
That is why I needed to know. I needed to know what is that the most important people in my life are safe.
This is my selfless devotion.
Because I'm duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
My apologies.
That is why I needed to escape.
If so...
So we lay down our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation.
But if those are options, of course you'd pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there.
And they just stopped Kirumi from doing that, because they selfishly wanted to leave. What should we do? Did they just make a terrible mistake? If everyone outside dies because of Kirumi is dead, doesn't that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? What do we do?
Wait!
Say, what's Malcolm planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million, easily!
Know how powerful a mastermind is. There's no way we could really...
Bears do not lie.
Oh my.
Bears do not lie.
Apparently bears do not lie.
Hey,
Probably they also like big butts. I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power.
Huh?
Nothing's beyond your power. Kind of arrogant and ridiculous.
100%.
That is 100% lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country.
What are you trying to pull?
So funny.
Cuz.
You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, but you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animal that tells lies? Hey, cut it out. This is serious. How long are you gonna keep talking about Kirumi? Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
That's right. We know your motive to kill, but why did you kill Ryoma specifically?
That is...
Because he was easy to kill.
Huh?
Easy to kill.
Weird!
Ryoma not was weak. When he used his Shukichi method, even Goto no
I
catch.
do not agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weakest among us.
Huh?
What?
I took advantage of his weakness and killed him. What do you mean?
Is...
Told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet me in the research lab on the 3rd floor. There I revealed my motive video, and afterwards I told him.
That is correct.
I am responsible for the lives of every citizen on this nation, so I must escape this place. He even responded.
Got it.
So you get a reason to survive. It's the complete opposite of me. That's good.
You're...
You got something to live for. Means your life has value.
After he said that, he told me he would clean up his tennis balls lying around.
And then, he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
That is when I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people.
Then...
Then Ryoma knew he was going to be killed.
But...
Wait a minute, it's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore.
What?
What?
Because...
Ryoma only gave up on life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
What's your point?
Wait!
Wait a minute, you're talking as if Ryoma saw that motive video. Didn't you just say that he only checked the name and didn't watch the video? Huh? Did I say that?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know...
Probably shouldn't say anything, but someone had to step up and speak for Ryoma.
I told you.
Again, what's your point? He gave up on life because I showed him his motive video?
I'll get to that in a sec, but why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live. Isn't that right, Maki?
Why?
How do you know that?
What?
So motive videos? Didn't we agree not to show them to each other?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember, because once you watch him, you got a motive to kill. But if it shows someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Hey.
Any idea who'll be in the video?
No.
I don't. That's why I want to see it. Once I've got someone important to me, I'll have a reason to live.
Jeez.
If I've got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys.
In other words.
In other words, that video might just give me a motive to live.
Please.
So please.
That's true.
You're right. He was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know...
Which means you shouldn't have shown him his motive video in the first place.
Hey!
What do you mean? What did his video show?
Nothing. His motive was empty.
Huh?
Empty?
Okie dokie.
Oh, we're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we?
All right! Back by popular demand. Who's the most important? This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry. Sorry.
No one was important to him.
Always messing around.
That's what he was shown? He saw something like that. He had none to care for, and none who cared for him. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kirumi claim his life.
So that's why. He must have just watched the video before I summoned him to meet with me.
It can't be.
He just gave up then?
The hell with that damn moron!
But...
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live.
Because...
That's why you did such a terrible thing, right, Kirumi? For too many reasons. You're free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people.
For everyone.
Because of that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. That's why I needed to survive. Sacrificing Ryoma meant saving the lives of men, women and children and elderly.
My apologies.
I wanted to live.
Wait, was she actually talking this whole time and I actually interrupted her? Ah, fuck! Monokuma, going to have questions.
You need something?
Ah, what is it?
Hey!
Gonta be blackened instead of Kirumi.
Huh?
What?
Gonta.
Gonta not smart boy, but even Gonta understand what everyone's saying. Kirumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Kirumi's life is way more valuable than mine. Kirumi's got the lives of hundreds of millions of people on her shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Kirumi's survival would result in fewer casualties than our collective survival would. Jeez, maybe it would have been better if we just gotten the culprit wrong.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
If Kirumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. And what was the point of me doing all this? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was I wrong? I shouldn't have.
Shuichi!
What kind of face is that, Shuichi? You're my sidekick. Then suck it up.
Huh?
Hey!
That goes for all of you. To hell with all this value of life shit.
Alright!
Life's not just some thing. You can trade it or put a price on it. You know.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, and even your neighbors.
I mean,
Not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything is possible. You can even go to the stars.
Of course!
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I wanna live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here.
Jeez.
I mean, it's talking again. But he's right. I mean, you're right too. He's an idiot, but he's right.
So divine!
Yep, he's a too damned idiot. I don't know why, but idiots. Oh shit. I accidentally skipped it. Hey, shut up. I told you to stop calling me an idiot.
But...
Maybe his stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Kirumi certainly looks shaken by it. Oh, shaken?
Because?
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kirumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still hasn't given up, even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place.
Huh?
What?
But
Monokuma would never allow a blackened to escape punishment, so maybe. She wanted everyone to rebel, so she could use that as a cover to escape her on her own. Monokuma would never let the darkened escape. How do you exactly know that? You know, you're a bit too sure of that. How about Kirumi? Am I close?
You are the most detestable cretin I have ever met. You know exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain anyway.
Wait, what he said was just true?
You mean?
You try to drink to drink You try to trick Gonta. Try to trick everyone.
Really?
Seriously? You backstabbing cunt?
Cut it out.
No, she was just trying to stay alive on her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right, I must survive. because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
You must live.
So no matter what, I cannot die. This is why I killed Ryoma. Even now I refuse to give up.
Huh?
Kirumi.
I see.
I still refuse to give up. So what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. I must survive, no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself, so be it. I will drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive!
I will do anything. Anything to survive. She screamed as she started running. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was a completely undignified
I
exit.
have to escape. I won't die here.
Yeah, the name of that song really tips us off.
There's no way I'm letting you out of here.
It was ugly and raw and feral. She just ran as fast as she could. Had my voice call out. Run. Run. Run, Kirumi. Please run. Run, please, hurry. Hurry, run.
Like I said, I'm not letting you live.
Please, run.
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
God damn time, this has been going on for more than 2 hours already.
For my
Jesus.
nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I will not die!
Jeez. That looked dramatic. She just ran away. And that was it. Now that definitely felt more like Danganronpa. An execution which just kept leading her on like, oh god, you can actually get away with this. And then it all is ruined. Now that's despair. God. Okay.